What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. You might can tell your boy is fired up because we are going to be making a new purchase today, and who doesn't love a new addition to the family? So I've been keeping my eyes open for quite a while now, and it is finally time to go ahead and pull the trigger. So we're going to start off by firing up the old 6-liter, heading to the bank, and getting some cash. Now let's go in here and see how much of a fight they put up about giving me my own money. Well, mission accomplished. The cash has been acquired, and now we are off to get some diesel fuel because we about to be on the side of the road. I ain't never dailied this truck, but I should. I freaking should listen to it. I mean, just constantly whispering dirty little secrets in my ear. Golly. All right, any guesses? Oh, that's the wrong freaking handle. What am I doing? That's about a natural disaster right there. Gosh, no. I ain't filled up the old diesel in a while. 331. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know what you think we're going to cost to fill up the big F2. Dude, I'm so freaking excited. This combo, this thing, and what we're getting, oh my, they're going to look so delicious together. Brody that was parked right there was digging the truck. There you go, CSX. Asked if it was a 7.3. Said, no, sir. It's a daggum 6-liter, boy. Said he had one as well. 350,000 miles on it. He was impressed with the 150 we got on here. Said he had the engine put in his, but was still on the stock transmission on. Oh, what's the damage? 7192. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We successfully made it back home. You might be asking yourself, well, why the crap are you back home? You're supposed to be going to buy something awesome. And the reason is because for the first time in me buying anything my entire life, it's actually getting delivered to us here at the farm. So I'm really excited about that. Y'all check out what your boy just found. I thought I remember this being in here. We got the old SCT, and we're going to set this thing up. And then I think in a following video, we're going to put the race tune from this on the truck. This is like a 2010 tune on here, so that's a daggum diabolical tune for sure. Let's just go ahead and get this guy hopefully set up, because we should be able to see the important stuff that we want. Let's go gauges and data log. Should just be gauges. What is that noise? Oh, sick. I've got everything we need. Well, install done. We're good to go. Holy crap, boys. She's freaking here. I cannot believe it. We got a freaking trailer. Now, before we even talk about it, because I don't want to bore y'all, we're hooking this thing up to the 6-liter. That's the whole reason why we've had this truck in the beginning portion of the video. And we're at least putting the razor on this thing and taking it for a ride. And I really want to put Chomper on it. We'll see. I also went to Walmart, got some straps and stuff. Here's that footage. Yo, I'm in Walmart. We'll talk more about it, all the dimensions and everything, as well as the pricing on it later in the video. But for now, I got to go ahead and get our little bracket for our trailer wiring hooked back up on this bumper, because I haven't done that since doing the 6.4 bumper swap. So I'm going to get that knocked out, and then we're going to somehow very carefully back this truck up to there and get it attached without hitting our freshly painted bumper with no backup camera. So that's probably going to be fun. But dude, holy crap. We got us one, boy. So it's been about a week since the last clip that y'all saw, and I have been itching to test the trailer out, but today is finally the day. Life has been life, and holy freaking crap, my dad fractured his leg, my cohort's vehicle broke, and so I've been having to take him to work. We've had baseball, storm delays, it's cold now, and a bunch of other crap that we're not even gonna get into because we don't got time. We gotta test the freaking trailer out. So let's go ahead and drop these babies and see how they are. I guess you just lay these forward so you don't accidentally run into them and obliterate yourself. Be nice if there's a little hanger or something, but let's see. Oh yeah, that ain't bad at all. Now going back up, is it gonna suck? We'll see. Once again, or I don't even think I told y'all, these are not spring loaded. They are 4 foot wide ramps, but the guy that I bought this from said they were about the same as a spring loaded 6 foot ramp. So yeah, they're not bad. First vehicle on the trailer, the Razor. I think I actually bought too long of straps, which is probably going to be pretty annoying. And I'm not exactly sure on the best way to tie this thing down, but I did see a video of a guy putting it right over the top of the roll cage. And he said that that would keep it nice and secure, and putting it in park will keep it from rolling forward and backward. Yeah, I think just like that should be totally fine. I'm joking, obviously. I'm not a complete idiot. Yeah, I know this is probably not the best way to strap this thing down either, but I don't really feel like getting all 4 straps out. I bought way too long of straps, at least for the Razor. Maybe good for trucks, but she's strapped down. She ain't going freaking nowhere. So once this rain passes, we're gonna go ahead and go for our first drive with the trailer. First time towing anything with the F2, and we're gonna be careful because this is a long freaking trailer, 24 footer. Got the GoPro in here, 360 out back. Let's hit the road, boys. Honestly, probably the biggest trailer I think I've ever towed was a 20 footer behind our 22 Sierra when we pulled Chomper to Kevin's to get the exhaust manifold studs pulled out before I could weld and get them up myself. I'm still gonna play around with the brake controller here. Here we go, please don't scrape. We really can only go this direction out of the driveway. We're doing it, boys. Holy crap. This part of the road sucks. I'll catch up with y'all up ahead where it's more smooth. And if y'all really want to see a towing video, because I know a lot of y'all like those, let me know. Maybe I'll tow with all the trucks that we have, or if y'all have a specific one that you really want to see. And it's probably not great that this truck is in an Eco Tune, not a tow tune or anything. It always has been in the Eco Tune, but we have the programmer right there, which is keeping up with all of our stuff. Trans is 98 degrees, DEG 139, EQT, I don't know. 15 pounds of boost, pretty cool. Wifey calling, call you right back, babe, I promise. As soon as we make our lap, we're gonna go for a nice little lap in this thing. So far, man, I am really impressed. So when the guy delivered the trailer, like the worst thing you could say would be like something's not good with it. He was like, "It was a rough trailer." I was like, "Okay, great. Do I want to buy it?" And I was like, "Is that just because it was unloaded and you were hauling it here?" Because they hauled it from 2 hours away with that dually Dodge 3500. And when I pulled it just from where it was dropped off to the shed, it was very bouncy. But even with just the Razor's 1,000 pounds on there, seems to have tamed that. It is brand new, so maybe there is some kind of, you know, break-in of the leaf springs, or maybe they just lightweight. First turn, I need to check to see if we have full lock-to-lock in this truck before we mess up our new bumpers. But as of right now, haven't gone any fast speeds. Really no rougher than the truck normally is, which is a straight axle leaf spring truck, so you ain't never rode good. I mean, by other truck standards, I would say. Dude, it looks so freaking disgusting back there. I'm sure I'm putting some of the 360 footage up in the corner or something as we're driving. It looks so nasty with the Razor. We're definitely putting Chomper on here today as well. I want to see how the old F2 squatch with, what's Chomper weigh, y'all think? 5,000 pounds maybe? 44, yeah, probably about 5,000 pounds. So considerably more than the old Razor. I'm just hoping we get back in the driveway without scraping the back of the trailer on the road. Got our first pass, UPS. The trailer is slightly wider than this truck on the 14 wides. So you're, you know, on these back roads, you're pretty much touching lines on both sides. So you hope and pray everybody is mindful of that as you pass them. Holy crap at all the Halloween stuff. Y'all drop a comment. Are y'all fans of Halloween? Personally, and probably because I watched some scary movies when I was way too young, thanks to my sister and older friends. I forget that. Number one, Halloween ain't nothing to celebrate, but dress up, act scandalous, and I mean, it's tough for the kids if you got kids because they want to dress up in cool stuff like Optimus Prime or I don't freaking know whatever, not some killer. We're staying on our side of the road, and we kept the trailer on the road. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Holy crap. Now, we do have a pretty gnarly turn coming up down the end of this road, so we're going to try not to goof on that for sure. Also, this truck has zero heat since the day that I bought it. I gotta fix that because it's freaking cold as crap, and I cannot stand wearing a jacket while I drive. I literally can't. I cannot drive with a jacket on. I just can't. I don't know. It just roasts my shoulders for some reason. They'll be so freaking sore immediately. Don't know what's up with that, but never have, probably never will. So I'm in here freezing. All right, we got some nice little sweeper. I kind of want to go put gas in the Razor because it's about empty. Also, our little hooks from the trailer, they don't fit all the way around our hitch. Like the hooks will go over it, but the little latch, they're, I guess, too long or just the wrong design for this hitch. And they're hooked on there, but they're not clipped on. So I guess we'll get some D-rings or something like that. I don't freaking know. Y'all let me know, all the professional trailer boys out there. Let me know the ins and the outs and things that we need to do. I know I need to get some like strap hooks, because the way that these straps are, they just have a little ring on them, and so you can't really hook that on the Razor itself, like the arms or anything. You need those things, whatever. And I saw the little cool tire mounts that you can do with the straps for side-by-sides, but obviously we can't put that on this trailer because when we need to run the truck, I don't think you want to run those over. Maybe they're durable enough, but if you got a dead truck, it might be fun. We also got to get a winch on this thing, so drop some winch recommendations down below. I think he said this one was rated for 10,000 pound winch. All right, we got two choices. One, really sharp turn to the left. Two, really sharp turn to the right, and then an ultra sharp turn to the left. Bro, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way, and I'm gonna hope and pray that nobody comes up right here. Holy crap. All right, let's keep it on the road with the truck and the trailer. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But that is a scenario right there if it was a car. We just have to freaking stop because there ain't no getting around that thing. That thing's insane. All right, what we got? Trans temp 142. I don't know why I'm reading all that. If the truck's overheating or having problems under this, then we already got problems. But I guess it'd be a good idea to know. Intake temp 90 degrees, 5 pounds of boost. We're gonna see in just a second what it gets up to. VGT duty cycle, that's kind of cool. Airflow 13. Coolant temp 170. So she's chilling, she's chilling. All right. Let's see what our boost gets up to right here. It's 8 pounds. 15. 17. 18. 19. 2,500 RPMs. Sick. Heck yeah. First drive. Insane. So good. I think it's safe to say Chomper's pretty excited. She counting them off for sure. Let's go throw this thing on the trailer. I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but we finally got a little break from the depressing gray cloud coverage. Got some nice blue skies poking through, and holy crap, trucks are looking absolutely insane. We're ready for a good old small town truck show right here, guys. Dog. Chomper kind of making Gamble look tiny. Don't know what's up with that. I guess it's because it's up on a trailer, but holy crap, dude. These things look incredible. Gamble's got a little lean to her, which Chomper probably weighs like, what, 5,000 pounds, high 4,000s for sure. Trailer's what, 2,000-3,000 pounds. So stock rear suspension front leveling kit. I guess it's finally time to go ahead and talk about the trailer. So I do apologize for the wind noise. I'm sure you've already dealt with it a ton, but it's probably going to get us throughout this outro. So the trailer itself, this is a 24-foot by 82-inch wide equipment trailer, car hauler, whatever you want to call it. I think it's technically a equipment trailer. But it's a 14,000 pound, so dual 7,000 pound axles, brakes on both, 6-inch channels or whatever it is, the frame is called, whatever the cap, 6-inch, okay, 10,000 pound jack. We have a storage box. We have a winch plate, which was a big reason why I decided to go with this trailer. Adjustable hitch. It's the big ball, whatever it is. It's pretty cool. It's just got this little flap down to lock it into place. This is also pretty cool. So when you have it like that, you can just step on it and squish it down and get it to lock in. Well, you do it like this, and then it'll lock, so you don't have to jack it all the way. You can do that, and then when you pull this, pops right back up. I know that was extremely freaking loud, but that's a pretty nice little feature. Got the hand crank for it. Already slapped a sticker on. It's official, boys. Holy crap. I did take all the stickers off the trailer itself as well, but I gotta get some Goo Gone to get the crap off because it looks terrible. Breakaway brakes, all your wiring, typical stuff. Changed, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so the trailer itself, like I said, it has a winch plate, which I think is up. It's good for like a 10,000 pound winch or something like that. Obviously, you don't want to do too much because you could end up bending this thing, but 10,000 pounds, even like a rolling weight, that's a lot of truck we would be using to like use the maximum of that. I said that weird. Anyways, we have the winch plate, which was a big reason why I decided to go with this, because all the other trailers, which were not 24 foot, they were all 20 foot, which is what I was wanting to get. I really had no need for a 24 foot trailer, but this ended up being cheaper than those, maybe because that size is more popular. I'm not really sure, but they didn't have winch plates on them. Or if they did, they were like 84 hours away from me, and there was no chance of me getting that trailer. So, and more expensive as well. The other trailers that I did like that were similarly priced didn't have a winch plate, and they said they could put one, but it'd be on the wood side. They could go in and reinforce it, but it was going to cost like $300 something extra dollars, and I just didn't really feel that comfortable with that. And so this one already had that on there. It's got the nice little box, which is cool. I like that. We're definitely going to be putting a winch on here for sure. The trailer itself, typical lights all the way around, bunch of hooks and places to mount straps and whatnot, so that is awesome. Does not have removable fenders, which I already wish I had gotten one with removable fenders. We'll talk on that later. We'll see. We can probably fabricate these things somehow, some way to where they work with any of our trucks, but clearly for something like Chomper, works perfect. 24 foot, like I said, it's got a 2-foot dovetail, 4-foot long wide ramps. They're not spring loaded, but like we already saw earlier, they're not very heavy and they're totally doable. One weird thing, maybe it's just the way that I've got it sitting, or I've got the hitch not dropped down enough. When I went to let this one down to get the razor off, it wouldn't swing down because that was hitting the ground, and so that's why I had to pull the razor forward for it to get the weight up, and then it brought this up, and then it went down, and then I could back it off. One thing nice about it, it is very high, so I was worried about getting one that was too low to the ground because our driveway is so gnarly. Wow, my words are just not wording today. Holy crap. This one is tall enough to clear so we can get out without scraping it, which is awesome. Your lights are back here on the rear, which everything works beautifully. What else? All wood all the way across or down. Good gracious. Spare tire mount. Did not come with a spare tire, unfortunately, but I guess it is nice that that is there for us to put one on. This is a brand new trailer. It's 2025 model, so the tires literally, well, they're freaking filthy, but they still got the little tire teats on it. I guess the trailer itself has got, 200 miles, or not 200, 100. I don't know. I had to get the trailer delivered because I did not feel like driving 5-6 hours to go pick it up, spend what, $100 worth of freaking fuel, potentially have something go wrong, run into, crazy people on the road that crash. There's a million different things. So I did pay for it to get delivered. So they charged $2 a mile. So it ended up being $200 to get this delivered. So probably an extra $100 I spent to get it delivered rather than going to pick it up from my location, but I felt like that was definitely worth it, so I spent that. I was, like I said, looking for the 20 foot by like 82, potentially 83 wide, which is the widest I've seen of all of them that didn't have drive over fenders. And I'm sure there's gonna be trailer professionals saying that I got robbed, or people saying, yeah, that's a good deal. I don't know. I bought it, okay? It is what it is. I'm just being honest with y'all on what I paid for it. So I bought the trailer for $5,820, and that was after the 3% Alabama tax. So it was a little bit cheaper, but then had to pay that. So this thing being as big as it is, we can do razor stuff and we can do truck stuff. Truck did good, F2. Trailer did good. Razor did good. Chomper did good. But I definitely wanted a 14,000 pounds, so any of the diesel trucks that we want to put on here won't be an issue. Width potentially being the only thing that we could have to modify. So we'll just have to see. Either way, looks like we got another round of rain coming. So let's go ahead, end this video off by toting Chomper at least around the yard, get it all unloaded, and that'll be that. So definitely drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you did enjoy. And with that said, I will see y'all boys in the next video.